Alright, so I did a poll about the comparison between the new and the older Cobalt 6-spoke wheels. Why not? And let's basically have a look. So to give it a little bit backstory, the Cobalt 6-spoke wheels has been made pre-2005 and was used in the Acceleracers line before they expanded it to Ferrari Racers, which is a theme from 2007 and 8. Even though I've seen some of the cars when I was little, I managed to not get it, unfortunately. So yeah, and also the Speed Machines line, in which the theme was like last seen back in like 2011 before they revived it in 2023. Even though the newer ones have metal on metal on it, why don't we take a closer look at the comparison between the old and the new Como 6-spoke wheels? Now, to take a look at the older one, let's have an example. Hollowback and high voltage. One of the few castings that I actually like, and the cars that I actually like in the movie. So this is a banged up hollowback because you could see like the chrome has been fading away, and also the fact that yeah, some bits of the plastic here kind of look damaged, but you know what? That's okay. You see, the older one has a little bit of some depth on the spokes first before actually the inner rim of the wheels. Okay, ignore the red dot. That's all I could say. But it's more like you could see the tiny bolts in the hollow back as well, with some of the tiny bits of details that were on the spokes of the wheels and in the inner rim as well. The inner rim has sort of like these bolts everywhere, but then maybe like hollow back is a little bit too small compared to high voltage wheels, maybe because the proportions are a little bit wonky in the Acceleracers line, but I'm okay with that. So back to the video, let's have a closer look at the more bigger car, which is high voltage. So now you see, you can definitely tell that there's like tiny bits of details that Hot Wheels has put back in the days. But now, as we're heading towards the days where money is everything, cash is king, and obviously cost cuts are basically important for them to save more money so they could get more money. I have no understanding on why this is the case. So we'll try to have a look and have a little bit of a preview with the newer Cobalt, the 6-spoke wheels. Alright, so looking at the new one, we this is a little bit of a complicated case. The base of the model itself is sort of the same, but if you can see a tiny bit of the details right there, you could see a little bit of it. They don't have the sort of like the outer and the inner rim in a way. They just combine it to a rather single rim instead of that. It kind of has less detail. Overall, it just looks quite similar compared to the older one. Other than that, it actually doesn't look so bad. And this is one of the wheel types that I actually don't mind, even though they have a little bit of a redesign. They actually did a decent job with it, I'll tell you that. But the problem with me probably getting these cars is nigh impossible because of the fucking scalpers that are probably gonna come and just like, oh shit, this car is gonna be sold for fucking millions of dollars. Well, as much as I get the market value, I probably don't get why people have to stupidly resell that for expensive shit prices anyway, like in eBay or so. Well, maybe at least it's cheaper getting in Indonesia rather than eBay, but you know what, still. So, what do I think about it? There, obviously, the Como with 6-spoke is one of, if not the best wheel types that Hot Wheels has made. Even though the original one is better, the newer one just actually did a decent job in basically reintroducing the wheel type back. Apart from some nitpicky complaints, as in, well, less details, it actually basically feels similar, which is actually not bad. It's actually pretty good considering for the brand itself. I'm glad that Hot Wheels would be taking a right step in this direction for the premium line, but I hope they could probably make Acceleracers return with these wheels. Or unless if they use it for the Speed Machines line and they probably will never use it again, that's all I probably could predict. Because, look, I'm not the type of guy who's optimistic. I'm more of a realist. If Accelerations comes back by any chance or gets re-released, definitely I'd pick that up. But for now, it's safe to say that they're only doing these call modes for the new Speed Machines wheels. I hope they do more of these though, because this is basically a great tribute, well, a good tribute for the ones who really love these wheel types or even the Speed Machines line itself. Do you think I'll get it someday? Probably yes. Maybe when I return to Indonesia, or maybe if I'm staying in here for a little bit of while. Sure, I guess. But time will tell. We'll see how it goes. Thank you for listening. Subscribe to my channel. Hit that like button. And, well, if you want to, you could just do that and also share this video with any of your friends. So, I'll see you guys later. Take care. Peace.